2023 marks the time of redemption for a particular Pixar film, Elemental. September 13th marks its launch on Disney+. Just so happens to be the 20-year anniversary, the bicentennial, of the very first Lego-based movie, Bionicle Mask of Light. You are hereby initiated into Rated Exploited. Only through word of mouth and advertising did the film redeem itself, doubling profit margins, becoming a most favorite amongst the Pixar films. September 13th marks its launch on Disney+. A story of friendship, a story of romance. Upon the reveal of Mask of Light from a basic title card in a Lego magazine, we had our assumptions. We felt it would pick up from the comic books, perhaps even a theatrical release. Expectation. The Toa Nuva prepare for the final battle with Makuta Tiradax, with the aid of discovering their seventh brethren, the Toa of Light. Reality. Story of two friends taking up the responsibility as herald for the seventh Toa. Through the virtues of unity, duty, and destiny, they reciprocate their roles, learning about identity. Elemental. Primarily advertising its forbidden romance genre, despite not being classified so. This is no different than the 2008 film WALL-E, which also neglects its own genre. The new film emphasizes that this is not a subplot, playing off what is stated in the trailer.
Elements cannot mix.
But instinctively, Wade and Ember form a meaningful bond. By spontaneous combustion, Ember bursts a pipe in the basement of her father's shop, bringing Wade into her life. The temptation, the attraction, begins altering their state of mind, their mood, and especially their personal perspective. Pixar put a budding romance exceptionally translated into film. By first glance, one can assume it's Romeo and Juliet inspired, or for that matter, Pyramus and Thisbe. But as I brought up in Mask of Light, Elemental truly is about identity. By meeting Wade, Ember discovers a new outlook, a personal reflection, through the eyes of an individual who sees her for who she truly is. Friendship is the strongest bond outside that of family. Romance is a subgenre of friendship. Jala and Takua are brothers to the very definition. Wade and Ember begin as friends, as we can associate with any romance. But what they both have in common is reciprocation, their interaction, their responsibilities, understanding the duties set within their societies, holding true in their devotion to each other. So many fans jump on Bionicle or anything new Lego brings out, just for the fact they are a fanatic to what has been brought before. When you know an established brand delivers quality on so many levels, you want to take part in everything they put out. That is exactly how I approached Elemental, and I've been a huge fan of Pixar ever since A Bug's Life. This year, I went on opening day, first showing of Elemental, bought my ticket ahead of time, ready for Pixar's newest endeavor. In the most basic definition, this is the Pixar approach on forbidden romance. Didn't know how it would play out, but that is the entire flavor of Pixar. You only get the basic idea and premise from their trailers, and from there, it's the only amount of motivation you need to take part in their newest film entry. What I received, a powerful story of romance, blossoming or igniting between two individuals of different cultures, race, and element. But I can't help but think how Jala and Hali have a strong romance between the two, literal fire and water, and this was long before they became Toa, 3 years to be exact. I would say Wade and Ember play out a similar type of romance, but no. This fiery ascension is a whole new level out of the hydrating depths. Even in established ideas, Pixar is a master of brightening with their own flair. Elemental is a personalized journey between two characters discovering the love they have for each other. Where the Turaga confronted in the past, the Toanuva descended into the present, where Takanuva lights the way into the future. The biological chronicle began with warriors descending to confront a virus. The comics follow these exact heroes in their quest. The film adaptation relegates their role into supporting characters, making a protagonist out of Jala and Takua, thus enacting the story of friendship we did not expect, one that we welcomed with open arms. I fully relate. At the time, my best friend was 8 and I was 10, but we had never bonded over a medium like this. We had a random assortment of activities, never planned the day out, never talking lore or even playing with the same toy, until Bionicle. That toy line brought he and I together, a perfect comparison to Jala and Takua within the movie. He and I began to appreciate LEGO on an entirely new level. We discussed theories, we discussed lore. By the surface of ingenious design, the two of us were lured in, dissecting the lore, appreciating every aspect of this incredible story. The savior of LEGO behind Kanohi helped us mature into the individuals we are. When researching for this video, I discovered a quote by Paulo Coelho. For the warrior of light, there is no such thing as an impossible love. He is not intimidated by silence, indifference, or rejection. He knows that, behind the mask of ice that people wear, there beats a heart of fire. Without love, he is nothing. A similar sensation to the infinite paradox. What came first, this quote or Mask of Light? As if the film and the quote cannot exist without each other. A strong reciprocation, comparable to the self-discovery Jala and Takua experience. I am taking this moment to break down the quote, word for word, sentence by sentence. For the warrior of light, there is no such thing as an impossible love. In fact, Takanuva is the Toa of light, with a love for his brother, his home, his fellow Matoran, even Puku. He's not intimidated by silence, indifference, or rejection, going straight into the lair of Makuta, dark, dreary, and eerily tranquil. In the jungle pass of their journey, references that he's always different, ultimately facing off against Makuta in the climax. He knows that, behind the mask of ice people wear, there beats a heart of fire. Without love, he is nothing. Looking at Wade and Ember, they were truly incomplete before finding each other. Only through Wade's involvement did Ember realize she didn't want to run her father's shop. Vice versa, Wade felt worthless and a waste of life before meeting her. Wade and Ember revolutionizing their society with a new compatibility of elements, showing their love endures against all odds, against all criticism. A film of friendship and a film of romance both share the theme of a new generation, accepting the torch, taking on the future. A chronicle of brethren and a journey of love. 20 official years after the release of Mask of Light, LEGO's first film adaptation, a Pixar film landing amongst my most favorite in the genre. I take these videos 1 week at a time. I knew I'd be celebrating the bicentennial of Mask of Light, But when I found out Disney Plus would launch Elemental on the same day, the opportunity came to light.
And a great adventure will come to light.
There, I began contemplating the bond each film shares, how it intertwines with the worlds the characters inhabit. I knew it was time to make a ridiculous yet relevant comparison. If I can take one word to describe my own mentality, it's balderdash, which is a synonym for nonsense. The same mentality, the cognition that allows me to make a ridiculous comparison between two very different IPs, one American, the other Danish. Let this video be a dual-wielding celebration. Welcome Elemental to the top-tier roster of Pixar films, joining the ranks of the best in the romance genre. Congratulations, Mask of Light, on your bicentennial birthday, proving the world wrong, accurately depicting a story, a chronicle of unrivaled magnitude. Thank you, Tedic fanatics, for partaking in this dual-jointed endeavor. I am Rokalai. I upload right here on Rated Exploited every Saturday evening. We are now 7 away from 500 subscribers. With the approaching milestone, I'm at a loss of how I should celebrate this point of endeavor. Should I do a face reveal? What is the right route I should take in this celebration? Regardless, I will be here, ready to update, ready to upload the newest of Bionicle. You have my thanks for joining Rated Exploited.